G'day folks, and welcome to another adventure. As you've seen, we're down here at Lilleys Beach today. It's low tide, but that tide is creeping on in. Today I've got with me Jai, and Jai's a keen fisherman and a local bloke as well, so we're heading down here to see what we can find. The locals tell us it's a little bit fished out, so it's not a good sign, but we're ready to hit it up anyway. Now, for anyone trying to find this picturesque beach, what you need to do is head down to Boyne Island, get out onto the beach, and then head north. You're going to need a four-wheel drive and a permit to drive on this beach. We're heading up to the point here, and this is what it looks like. This used to be a great camping area, but I'm pretty sure it's been banned camping here, so it's just a day trip for us today. Something to keep in mind is this sand is super soft out here. It'll be really easy to get bogged, and with that incoming tide, we were careful to get up to some high ground. On the way back out, that's another story. Look at that view though. Wow. Hopefully there's some fish here. Oh, time to get a line in, eh? Doesn't get much better than this. Down here at Lilleys Beach, off Boyne, near Gladstone. I haven't been down here for years. I don't know if you can hear me, it's clucking its arse off, but we're down here having a fish. Check it out. I did bring a heap of tackle club lures that have been piling up while I've been away working. But it's pretty windy down here today, so I'm just flicking some baits in to start with, and I'll see how the day goes. Plenty of shade here under the she oaks. I don't know what the fishing's going to be like. The boys on Facebook on my post said it's been netted recently, this inlet, so they'll have to wait and see. But that is the harbour and the ocean beyond behind me, so with a bit of luck, something's come in recently and we can get a hook up. But, you know, it's a lovely place to spend the afternoon anyway. One thing I did notice on the drive in, the tide was about 1.5 metres on our way in. And I tell you, 2.5 metres, I don't think we'll get back out. I ain't got no lockers, just a winch, so winch and a shovel. I think if we run out of, I think we're gonna run out of options on getting back out here before the tide comes up and then goes back down again. But hopefully the fish are biting and it keeps us busy. Maybe this wind will drop off. Should be a good afternoon. Flatty, I reckon. That's a brim. Nice little brim to start us off, but I wouldn't mind getting a live bait or two. So I don't know if you can see behind me, the mangroves meet the beach up there, so I'm going to go up and see if I can throw the cast net. See if there's any bait getting around. Yeah, let's do it. Got the old cast net, she's got a few holes in it. Some of you guys have been hitting me up for a video on how to repair them, and I was thinking about doing it out here, but it's probably a little bit windy, so stay tuned for that one. It'll be coming up at some stage when I finally fix this old net up, but for the moment, we'll go see if it's still got enough holes to catch a few fish. This looks perfect for catching a bit of bait in. Looks like there might be some old crab pots and stuff in here, but hopefully we don't snag any of them. We snag a lot of mullet instead. That's a bit of a walk to get here. Let's get into it. You gotta love that first cast. Might only be a couple of mullet, but it's a great start. See if we can get a few more. I'm not sure if you can pick that up on film, but there's a big school of mullet up there, right up in the shallows. I've probably spooked them from throwing the net. I'm not sure if I can get in far enough to them because that's looks like it gets pretty soft. They're actually heading this way, so I might chuck the camera on my head, see if we can pick up that little school. I don't know if you can see the flick of silver from them. That's them there. I should be looking right at them with the camera. They're all balled up. We'll go for a long throw and see if we can get over them. Oh, they're splitting. Come on, get in there together. No, in the tree. Well, lucky for them, I guess. Oh, sticks. So the trouble with catching sticks like this is they hold the net open and then all the fish just get out. No, I am catching lots of these. It's a bit hard to see, but the little yellowfin or pikey bream, they tend to hang out with the mullet, so you catch a lot of them in your net. But they do have a size limit, so it's super important to get them back in the water as soon as possible. Let's see if we can get a few more. Mullet, that is. A couple of nice sized ones there. Just the three, I think. Good sized bait though, for here. Big estuary like this, that's perfect. Yeah, so the main reason I'm hammering these bait fish so hard with the cast net is I'm catching them to start with, and we don't think we're going to be able to get out of here when we plan to. We did bring some bait and some lures. It's probably a bit windy most spots for lures. This might be alright later on the sub when it fills up with water, but at the moment it's too windy for lures. So if we're going to be stuck here for an extra 2-3 hours tonight, we've got to have some bait to use, otherwise what else are we going to do? I don't want you to answer that. So I'll throw a little bit more and then I'm going to go and catch up with Jai, see how many fish he's caught. Hopefully heaps. And yeah, we might come down a little bit later, see if we can get some more bait if we start to run low. There's no point taking too many more than you need. It's good to have a few in the freezer. Potties do have a bag limit. Last time I checked it was 50, so maybe worth checking that out. Oh, let's get back to throwing this net. Up to the ute, have a drink, throw some fresh bait on, hopefully get that big fish. I'll see you guys up there. Jai said he hooked up to a good sized sole and landed it, but has since released it. Didn't take any photos, unfortunately. Looks like something on my rod too. Alright guys, I don't mean to brag, but I was telling Jai earlier there might be some sweet lip here, and guess who was right? Obviously not quite the size we're chasing, but good to see they're here. Oh. Ow! Back in the water. Off you go. That way. Just need the bigger ones now. So there was no shortage of little fish up here on the point. We were fishing in a little bit of eddy, a little bit of backwater, because it's a run-in tide. But nothing of any great size, so we've decided to go down to the little inlet where I was catching the bait earlier. It's filled up a bit more. I'll check it out in a second, and yeah, we'll see if we get any fish down that end. Definitely got a lot more water in it now. As you can see, the sun's starting to set here. We're stuck here for a few more hours yet. Probably 3 or 4, honestly. More than we'd like, but I think the tide's topping out at about 7, so we're probably gonna have to wait for a couple of hours after that to get out of here. Fishing down here and the inlet's been good. Probably not much better than up there before. Getting a few little pickers, getting a few in, but nothing too exciting. At least we're out of the wind, but... I did hard for a brim. He was keen to get that bait. I'll get the hooks out and give him a wash off. Another little pikey. Huge, absolute weapon of a fish. Oh, mosey. Little cutie there. Talking about the fish. I reckon there might be a muddy hanging onto this. A muddy or a stick? Ah, it's a stick. An old stick fish. Hey, I've jumped in and got a few crabs, eh? Put this old stick fish up here for now. Now I'll do another monster. Those are all the fish are gone. Jai's caught them. I just caught sticks. Is it the same one? Grana, Brim and Moses.
Yeah.
Plenty of them.
Not a lot.
Pulling that hook into my finger, mate. This is not the place for that. It's still coming on as it gets dark. Hopefully some bigger ones come on soon. Hey, hey. Hey. Getting a bit bigger. Still let them go though. They're not that hungry yet. Another brim. Oh, there's plenty of them getting around.
Oh yeah.
Skull drag him in. They're getting bigger, but fewer and farther between. It's the same one for the 17th time.
It's a bigger one.
Well, it's a grana.
It's a grana. Holy.
Let him keep him.
Huh?
Let him keep him. Jai's on with a cracker to end the night.
I don't know what it is, but she big.
Ray or shovelly?
Oh, Ray, I reckon. It's not fighting back, it's just that weight.
Or a big stick?
Ah, it's a fucking fish. This bit.
Don't snapper. I want to see it.
I want to see it too. I want to get a picture of it. What is it?
It's a coral.
Oh,
That's beautiful. Let me get a close up.
yeah, get a close up of that.
Yeah, that's a... Yep.
Yep.
Yep, one of them.
What a big fish.
Well, it bit.
It did bite.
I believe you. I believe it was probably a little fish who wrapped you around a big bit of coral.
Probably. As soon
Well,
as a bit of it, I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, I think that's about it. We're going to try and get out of here, but the video might not be over depending on how that goes. Anyway, guys, I've been Dos. He's been Jai. This has been Lilleys. And we'll...
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. We'll see you next time. Catch yous.